For years, the internet has watched Chrisean Rock life play out like a reality show. The arguments, the relationships, the public confrontations. But now, this story has reached a point where we have to ask a bigger question. When does someone's life turn into watching their downfall? Chrisean Rock, a Baltimore native, became known to the public through reality television, music, and a highly publicized relationship with Blueface. That played out heavily on social media. But now, this story has moved beyond celebrity drama. And to understand how this situation got to the point, we have to go back to one moment that showed the tension between Chrisean Rock and her ex-boyfriend, Ronnie, playing out in public.
Right here. Junior right here.
You
Weird as
you
weird as shit. You weird as shit.
What's wrong?
You weird as shit. Nobody stalking you. That's my son. That's my son. That's my son. What you want to do?
Excuse me.
What do you want to do?
I'm calling the cops.
I don't give a call him. Nobody touch you. Call him. Yeah.
Go. I'm calling the cops.
Police ass. You a police ass.
It's time to go.
You a police ass.
It's time to go.
You a police ass.
Sir,
You a police ass.
excuse me.
Police bitch.
Excuse me.
You a feds.
Excuse me. I need you out the
nigga.
about. Okay, more. I need you out the mall, nigga. I need you out the mall. I need you out the mall. Okay. I need you out the mall.
Okay.
I need you out the mall.
Okay.
Let's go this one.
Okay.
Let's go this one. I need you out the mall. Let's go
All
this
right.
one.
All right.
Let's go this one. All right. Let's go this one. Let's go.
This moment became one of the most talked about interactions between Chrisean Rock and Ronnie. But behind these arguments was a relationship that had already been planned out publicly for years, with personal issues being watched by millions of people online. Now you guys tell me, we know this. And the stories like this opened up a much bigger conversation about social media, celebrity culture, and Black relationships, and how the world views our community through the stories that get the most attention. Because in my perspective, what I see, this situation is just a young man trying to establish whether he is the father of a child and trying to be involved in that process. Now, this is Ronnie on social media. Now, you guys tell me what you think.
In the next 4 to 6 weeks, God willing, Chrisean is going to be required to do a court-ordered paternity test. And once we get this paternity test...
Now, before we go farther, let me say this. This channel is not about celebrity gossip. I like to use high-profile stories to examine cultural forces shaping the misleading narratives about the Black culture. Because at the end of the day, this story is about Ronnie, who was asking for a DNA test.
Chrisean Jesus Porter was born in Baltimore, Maryland. If Junior is not my son, I deserve to have that proven to me through what? A DNA test.
Something many young men do every day in this country, because he believed he was the father of Chrisean's son. But unfortunately, before the test could happen, Ronnie lost his life. On February 3rd, 2025, Ronnie was killed. He was found shot. And because of the public conflict and the online discussion surrounding this situation, his death created even more questions and speculations about what happened. Because apparently there was a DNA test scheduled, but then he got killed. And once that happened, you had people online saying, what could have happened?
Yes, you heard right. We just got the update. So apparently, there had been some money on Ronnie's head since Friday. What's today? Tuesday. So since Friday, apparently somebody put some money on his head. Somebody wanted him dead. And y'all, I found out exactly how it happened. So one of the neighbors says that Ronnie was sitting in his car outside his house when all of a sudden this car pulled up behind him. A person gets out the car. He didn't realize that they had a gun or whatever. They ran up on the car real quick, y'all. They shot him 10 times. Not only was he shot 10 times, nobody even came to check on him for at least 10 minutes. So if there was a chance that he could have been saved, and within those first 10 minutes, it wouldn't have happened because nobody even came to check on him until after 10 minutes. The neighbor says that he heard it, but of course, he didn't want to come out immediately because that's gunshots. So he waited about 10 minutes, make sure the coast was clear. Then he went to check. He said he tried to lay Ronnie down on his side. He said he was shot up everywhere. He said it was blood coming all out of his body. And basically, he died right there. There was no way he was going to be saved. It was too late, y'all. So whoever this was, they wanted this done quickly.
Now, after Ronnie's death, Chrisean's sister sat down with Jason Lee and was asked about Ronnie, his relationship with Chrisean, and the events leading up to his death. And this is where we can see the criminalization narrative surrounding Black culture and street culture taking shape. See, once a story like this reaches a major platform, it can be viewed more than just a personal situation between two individuals. And watch how quickly the conversation turns whether Ronnie was in the streets, showing you how violence involving a Black man is often explained through assumptions about their environment.
Chrisean's baby, there was a guy online from Baltimore who was claiming to be her baby dad. He ended up getting murdered, right?
Yes.
He really did get murdered? I mean, I saw that online. That was real?
Yes, that was.
And you knew, did you know him?
Rest in peace. So yes, I fed that boy.
How did he end up getting murdered? Was he in the streets in the stuff, or was that just a random thing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I can't even speak on it. But if I was to speak on it, it don't look too good for certain people that we know. So I'm not going to speak on it. Like,
well,
I don't know.
Because it's just all, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I'm not the police, but I'll just leave it at that. Well, I'll say a little bit. He ran up on Chrisean when she was out in public.
He did, and then he had a paternity test coming up or something.
And then it was all online.
And then it was pow, pow, pow. No paternity test. I'm sorry. Rest in peace, his soul.
That's sad.
It's very sad, especially because I fed him. We had a little argument before. It's just like we were family. I'm gonna be honest. That little boy really loved that.
Did he?
Me being real, all this camera, we back in the streets. We back around the way. That little boy loved that.
So they were a thing.
It was passionate, but it was giving cloudy.
It was.
And that's why I just don't care to speak on it.
Yeah.
But the interview didn't end there. Because of the comments made by her sister, the attention shifted towards Chrisean. As speculation continued to spread online, she eventually sat down with Jason Lee herself, responding to the claims and explaining her side of the situation.
When you saw your sister insinuated, she didn't say it, but she insinuated that you had something to do with Ronnie Doe, his death.
It's like a punch, a grab. Like she probably, her interview was probably so boring that she had to make something like, that's the only thing that got clipped, was talking about me. What else got clipped? We did not give a What else did you ask her?
She said she would beat Clarissa up in a boxing match.
Whoop-de-doo. That's it? That's all y'all talked about?
I can't remember everything.
Exactly. When I cut off Ronnie, I just started seeing this side of him. He wanted clout chase for real. So, he did paid interviews. He tried to push his music, all type of shit. He seen how Blueface ran the circus, so he tried to run his own. And then ran himself into a grave that had nothing to do with me. He was already beefing with people in the streets because of what he did.
What he did to you?
No, what he was already doing.
In the streets?
Yeah. If that was to really to be an option of a father, not like that, but his family is like a real good family. He come from a good family. His
Ronnie?
mother, he got his mother, his grandmother, his sisters, and his aunt. They all spoil him because he's the only boy in that bloodline. So they would have worshipped my little like that. I don't know, it would have been better off having a baby with him than Blue, to be honest. But he knew it wasn't his baby, he wouldn't even did that. He did that because he was just tripping.
After she spoke, the conversation continued to grow, with different people sharing their opinions and theories and interpretations of what happened. One person who weighed in was Wack 100. And this will show you just how low the culture has reached. Wack 100 is Blueface manager. Blueface is the man Chrisean claims is the father of her child. Wack is also a self-described Pyru from Southern California and a major voice in the hip-hop community, at least online. Now here's the problem. For someone who's supposed to be a street dude, like so many of these so-called gangsters in hip-hop today, he has no problem discussing a murder case that has never been solved.
Usually when like that happens, the target never gets hit. And I hate to see she got that little but that little boy in the car, and she don't get to cooperate, and them niggas do what I know they'll do, bro.
Right. And you still think that ain't Blueface baby, right?
No, that ain't Blueface baby. Bro, listen, look at the baby. The older the baby gets, look at Ronnie. Down to the teeth. Ask one of these ladies on the floor, man.
I think her last interview, she kind of told on herself.
What she
They gave nephew $100,000.
Basically said that she was still messing with Ronnie when she first started, when she was messing with Blueface.
No, we know that. That's what I'm saying. Look, Ronnie was in the delivery room when she had the baby. This why she went back to Baltimore to have a baby. Ronnie was dead, bro. Look at that baby. And look at Ronnie. I'm talking about down to the two front teeth. It's crazy. Like,
and you know what? You know what's crazy? I just thought about it. Like, she been making a whole lot of threats and shit, like in regards to Blueface life. And a lot of people on social media, they're like, yeah, bitch, you got, yeah.
Look, bro, there's gonna come a day where one of them little gonna get caught, and they're gonna use her as a get out of jail free card, and they're gonna arrest Chrisean for the murder of Ronnie.
What?
Believe that. That's a fact.
But she sure been talking a whole lot of shit, talking about some, yeah, get the fuck about the way when it come to me.
Yeah.
A lot of
why? One of these little, just like they did Jimmy Hinchman. Didn't nobody know until the got booked on one thing and they told the police, Jimmy paid us to kill this motherfucker. You know, can we make a deal? Yeah, it's only one way to control that, and the Italians showed you how to do that. And our politic ain't that deep.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to knock down the knockdowner. That's it. So, with Ronnie, right? Let me give you the history of Ronnie, right? Remember when Ronnie was put her in the mall and they called the police? Remember Ronnie went to jail? He was in the mall. Like, that's my baby, this, that, and other, right? So look what Ronnie did. She pressed charges on Ronnie that day. So that week, Ronnie had a court date with Chrisean Rock on Friday for the charges she pressed on Ronnie. Ronnie tells the on Monday, yeah, I got you, you stupid. You ain't smarter than me. Now that we gonna be in court, I can serve you the DNA subpoena.
But as the conversation around Ronnie's death continued, questions became bigger than just what happened that night. And all this talk made Blueface want to come in and sit down with Jason Lee for his own interview.
So when I seen that, I already knew that it was bogus.
Mm-hmm. So Tasiki was here on the show. We interviewed her, and I think she said she kind of like hinted that she thought Chrisean may have had something to do with Ronnie dying. What do you think about that?
I don't know about that. To be honest, I don't know anything about that. All I know is she said that he called her. They were in contact before this happened. That's the only red flag I could see. Mm-hmm. Somebody comes out and says, hey, before this person died, they called me. And this and that. That's just kind of like,
Well, because you said she's a setup artist. So
that's what, from my knowledge, yeah, she's known to give addresses and do things in the spur of the moment, be very impulsive. Mm. That's from my knowledge. Now, as far as him calling her and then talking the night he died.
Now, Blueface himself says he doesn't know what happened, but he points to one thing as he sees as a red flag, the fact that Ronnie and Chrisean was reportedly in contact before Ronnie's death. And here's another so-called gangster rapper speaking on an open murder case. And that's what makes this situation so difficult. The public starts trying to piece together a story while the difference between suspicion and assumption can be facts that become blurred. But whatever the truth is, all of a sudden we see on social media Chrisean Rock talking about leaving the country.
The country. Let's talk about that.
Oh yeah, Chad. I'm moving out the country.
Yeah. But we're moving out the country.
Look, we ain't gonna tell y'all details, but we're moving out the country.
Yeah, but we're
moving out the country. Oh,
in how many months?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Bro. Yep.
Yep, we're moving out. I got my suitcase with me.
I want to tell y'all so many details. Why you just do that?
You posted it.
Because this is bigger than one celebrity. This is about how we consume pain, how we turn private struggles into public entertainment, and how social media can transform one person's life into a reflection of an entire culture.
Broken down to its very last calm down.